Hello, everybody. My name is Andrea, and welcome to Geeky Girls Journal. Today is Saturday, you all, and I hope everybody's enjoying their weekend because I am so far. I am really having a great time. I have two things to accomplish today. So, the first thing is to talk about taking your time back. Taking your time back and being wise about your time. And the second thing is, I really just wanted to get on here, not really just because this is the only reason, but I wanted to get on here to see how the YouTube go live works as opposed to doing it on StreamYard or Restream all the time. I will not have the same capabilities that I have on those platforms, but I figured, hey, why not? Andre, give it a shot, see what happens. I was talking to another YouTuber, and they said, hey, let's do it. Hey, Be a Cookie, how are you? Thank you for joining. Thank you for coming in. Hey, Cool Gamer, how are you? I hope you both are having a great time. I see your messages coming in, but I don't see, it's weird. I see the people sign, but I don't see that I have people. So thank you for the one thumbs up. I got it. And if you're in here, give me a thumbs up. Why not? I mean, we're going to have a good conversation today. It's going to include you. So make sure you are engaging as usual. You all always are engaging. All messages. I want that. All messages to be visible. Okay, so Cool Gamer, you're here. And so are you, Be a Cookie. So first, thank you for coming in. Thank you for coming in. Tell me about your weekend. And I'm going to give everybody else a chance to come in and catch up because I'm only going to be with you for about a half hour. We're talking about time management and we're talking about using our time wisely today. So here I am, using my time wisely. I mean, that is the goal for today. And we're going to talk about using your time wisely. And also, talk about how you're doing on this beautiful Saturday. I'm outside. I am using my time wisely because I have a child that is currently doing involved in practice athletics. So I just thought, why not take this time to talk to you all and see how you're doing. So with using your time wisely, the older I get, I realize that my time is very, very valuable and it's very precious. I'm not sure the age ranges of the people that will be viewing this, but that doesn't matter. I'm really here just to tell you to try to use your time a bit more wisely. I mean, have you all ever been in a situation where someone asked you to do something and you knew you did not want to do it? Like as soon as they asked you, you're like, yeah, I probably won't want to do this, but maybe you felt, that it was your obligation to go and do this particular thing because that specific person asked you to do it. So you say, you know what, I'm going to just go. Maybe you're going out of pity. It could be that you felt sorry for them. So you say, okay, I'm going to go, I'm going to make myself known. Or maybe it's because you're just like, I probably won't have anything to do that day. I'm going to do it. It could be any reason. I mean, any reasons you think of, but I'm here to talk about the reasons why you should think twice before you make those types of commitments. And maybe I'm not talking to anybody that's like me, but for me, I do not like to commit to something unless I know 1,000% that I want to do it. Now, we're not talking about if something comes up and you're unable to do it. That's a completely different story. If something comes up and you say, I had every intention to be there, I did plan to make it, I had my schedule was open. If I would have been there, I would have been there. But something comes up, your kids get sick, you get sick, you have another important, not to say that one is not important, but you have another engagement that might top that one that you didn't see coming. So maybe it was a case where you said, hey Heather, how are you? You're sideways. I'm sideways. That's because I had my phone on the widescreen. I thought that it would catch up if I reversed it, but let me try something, Heather. I don't know. I wanted it to record me. Okay, I'm glad you told me that. I'll just turn it around then and do it this way. That means I have to hold it probably. Oh boy. Is this better? Maybe that's why I saw some people leave. Okay, is this better, Heather? Now let me see if I can see the chat. Okay. You are sideways. I will never leave a friend with lipstick on her teeth or a man with something on his face. Thank you so much. You know what? Perfect. Okay. All right, Heather. Thank you for telling me, Heather. I'm glad. I'm that type of person too. In fact, let me move this down. In fact, Heather, I was watching this video earlier today where this lady on YouTube was doing this interview with another person, and she was, I might have to hold it. Anyway, she was doing this interview, and you know what? Let's see if I can put it in this. She was doing this interview with this other lady, and the entire time I'm looking at her because she had something on her. No, it wasn't her teeth. Her hair was like sticking up. Part of her hair was sticking up, and the person that was. So I'm sorry, you all might have to expect some connection issues. Hopefully, I will stay connected. Am I back in, Heather? Okay, hopefully this works. Okay, Heather, is that better? I'm relying on you, Heather. Yeah, so this lady was she was doing an interview, and throughout the entire interview I could just see a piece of her hair sticking up, and I was just thinking to myself, if I were the person on the opposite end of that conversation, the person that she was actually interviewing, I would have told her, your hair is sticking up, because you could tell that she was, she had this perfect hairstyle. Like every hair was in place with the exception of this one. Am I still visible? Okay, it looks like I'm still, because I see the numbers moving, so I'll just carry on. So yeah, she oh goodness, lost you. Did you lose me again? 2:42. What time is it? Hopefully I'm visible still. Okay, if I am and you can see me, just please give me a thumbs up and let me know. And then that way I can see what's happening. Okay, yeah, so she had this hair sticking up, and the lady didn't tell her. So that's the whole point of what I'm trying to get at. She didn't tell her that her hair was sticking up, and I was just sitting here thinking the whole time, I would have definitely told her, your hair sticking up right here, because you could see that she had taken much care and much effort to try to get her hair in this particular style, because everything else was straight and sitting perfectly on her head. And then you had like this, we all had sometimes those pieces of hair that don't want to do what they want to do. I have them all the time. But so yeah, we're talking about time management and taking back your time, basically. I know that some of you in the chat or that will see this replay are parents, and we have a lot of responsibilities that come along with that. You may have to take kids here, take kids there, drop them off, pick them up, and that definitely takes a lot of your time. You have the things that you have on your list to do. Hey Cal, how are you? How are you doing today, Cal? Happy Saturday. I hope you're having a good time. Cal, am talking about what I'm talking about. I'm talking about managing, being wise with your time. And I was saying, and hopefully, I'm sorry, I know the phone is moving. I had it on a stand, but Heather informed me that I was sideways, so I had to make a couple alterations, and that's why now I am in the process. I'm just gonna try to hold it to the best of my ability while I talk. But yeah, what I've come to realize as I've gotten older is that my time is very precious and is very valuable, and you cannot get time back. You can't get your time back. I mean, once it's gone, it's gone. And I've learned that if I don't really genuinely want to do something, I just don't do it. I don't do it. It doesn't matter to me how persuasive that person is. If I feel like it does not fit into my schedule, if it does not fit into my plans for that day or for that week, I'm not doing it. And if you are chatting and I can't see you, I apologize, because I really can't see the chat. I can't see it. Okay, I see that Cal said something last happy weekend. Yeah, so what I do is I make my schedule according to what my tolerance is for that time period, if that makes sense. So if I know I have activities that I have to do all Monday, and then you or anybody asks me if my schedule is free on a Monday, can I attend something on a Monday? I go right to my schedule, look at my schedule. Oh no, I have to do this, and that, and I'm not going to do it. If it looks like, even if I have 2 things that I have on my schedule, if those 2 things are really demanding, time consuming, and I might be drained afterwards, I'm not committing to something else. Does that make sense? I'm not going to make a commitment to somebody else that first that I know I can't keep, and that second that I don't want to keep. I'm just being honest. So if I'm looking at my schedule and I say, yeah, I don't have time to do this on a Monday, so I'm going to give you an honest answer and say, no, I'm not going to be able to do that. You know, if I look at my schedule and you say, oh, okay, it's on a Thursday and it's something that I really want to do, I'll look at my schedule. If I'm open and I know that between these hours, I'm generally at my best, I have energy, I'm ready to go, and I can show up for you, I'll be there. I'll be there. But if I'm looking at my schedule and I'm like, okay, I know I'm going to overextend myself, I'm going to be exhausted if I go do this, I'll say no, because I don't want to make a commitment to somebody to do something that I know I'm not going to want to do. And that's just that. So that's how I handle a little bit of my time and how I choose to use my time wisely. If there is something that I know I have to do, and a lot of times you have things you have to do, right? So you have to categorize those things. These are the things that I have to do. These are the things that have to get done. This is the time that I allocate toward my family or for my kids, because I know that chances are they're going to have after school activities today. They're going to need me to do blah, 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 blah. They might want me to go pick some things up after school. So I say that gap, that time limited space, it might be an hour, it might be 2 hours, is reserved for things that I do for my family. If somebody asks me to do something during that time period, I already know, no, I cannot do it. Right? I already know, no, I can't do it. If it's a Saturday and I'm a little bit more open, if I don't have not after school activities, if I don't have activities, then if it fits into my schedule, it does, and I'm able to do it. So, yeah, that's it. Talking about time management. Talking about time management, basically. What's another way to use your time? 2:44. What's another way to use your time wisely? Okay, again, because I said earlier, you can't get the time back that you lost. So it's within your best interest to try to schedule your day so that you can be as productive as possible, and also schedule your day so that you're not overextending yourself. You don't want to overextend yourself, because then you do that and you're exhausted, and now you don't feel like doing whatever that activity is that you committed to. Now you're forcing yourself to go, and we all know if you have to force yourself to go, sometimes you might make up an excuse so that you don't have to go, or you might say, I just don't feel like going, I don't even want to be there. And I'm talking to myself, but that's okay, because whoever is watching the replay, I hope this helps you. And thank you for the one in the building. I see you. Hopefully it's not on my end where I'm going in and out. Please let me know in the chat if you see me going in and out. So yeah, if I have something that I've committed to, I'll be there. If somebody asks me if I would like to do something ahead of time, and again, that's a whole nother thing too. I need at least 24 hours. Good, Cal? Okay. I don't like, let me see. I'm mostly a planned person, although I have become more flexible over the years. So a lot of times it does not work out for me if somebody tells me, you know, hey, I have an engagement in 15 minutes. Can you make it? Or I have an engagement even in an hour. I need time to be able to plan ahead, and I need 24 hours minimum, like 24 hours. Let me know a couple days ahead. Let me know weeks ahead. That's even better, months ahead, because that way I can plan my time. And some of you may be similar, where you had to plan your time and figure out what that looks like for you. Can you fit that in your schedule? And thanks for the 3 likes. I see you, and I see the 2 people here. Thank you very much. If you have any comments, or if you'd like to add to this conversation, please do. Please do. I see Cal still there. I see Heather. And hopefully I'm still in. Yeah, if you see, if it's something that you cannot attend, just be honest with that person ahead of time and tell them, I cannot make it. I have other engagements, or if you don't have another engagement, I just cannot make it. I want to take a self-care day, or I just want to rest, or I just want to spend time with my family. Whatever your reason is, be honest with that person and take your day. I mean, you don't have to apologize to people about the way that you use your time. You use your time the way that you use your time. It's your time. And you don't have to apologize for it. You don't have to make excuses for it. It's the way that you decide to use your time. Because again, I said, you only have this one life to live. And the decisions you make based on time are your choice. Are your choice. And I don't believe that. How about you want to do stuff with the person, but not particularly what they pick? Okay, that's a good thought, Cal. So you might want to do stuff with that person, but not what they pick. So if you're in a situation like that, where you want to do something with that person, but you don't they say, hey, I want to hang out, but I want to go golfing, or not golfing. That's not proper. I want to go out with you, but I want to go to the arcade, or I would like to go hiking. Like you, hey Jamie, but I would like to go hiking. So you tell them, I don't want to go hiking, and then give them another suggestion, because maybe, and hey Deshaun, I think I saw you come in. Thank you very much. I saw you earlier in Miss K's. How are you? Sorry you all, I do have allergies, so if you see me, my eyes a little red and me sniffling or something like that, I'm all right. It's just allergies, and I happen to be outside right now, like with the windows down, so that's that. But yeah, Cal, if it were me, and then somebody asked me to go walk a trail, for example, I'm not the most outdoorsy person. I don't want to go outside a lot of times. Sometimes I do. It depends on the day. It depends. For me, it depends on a lot of stuff. It depends on a lot of stuff. It depends on, do I have the proper foot gear? Because I'm not walking in flip flops. You know what? I'm not doing that. Do I have the footwear? Do I have the patience? Because I don't know how long you want to walk on this trail. Do I have? Am I in a mood? That's number one. Like, am I in a mood to walk the trail? I just might not feel like it. So yeah, so you just give them a suggestion. And if they don't like the suggestion, then maybe you can compromise and figure out what it is that you would like to do to make both parties happy, or the group happy. You can't hear me? Can anybody hear me? My day is going well, Deshaun. Thank you for asking. How's your day? Can anybody hear me? Because I don't know if it's a me issue or my sound is off. What? Okay, so, huh. Give me 1 second, you all. Oh, do not disturb. Can you hear me now, Jamia? It was muffled and popping. Now it's back. Good. Yes, you can hear me now? Okay. Wait a minute. Could anybody hear anything I was saying this entire 18 minutes? Oh, I hope you all could. I hope it was just, for the moment, because I was just here talking and talking and nobody could hear me. Could you hear anything before that? We hear you now. Yes, now. Oh, boy. So maybe Cal, you were in here before. Can't hear you. Could you hear anything I was saying before? Jamie, let me know. And Cal, because I just saw your message, Cal, that it says it was muffled and popping. Now it's back. Can't hear you. Oh, you went out right after saying you're not an outdoor person. Oh, okay. Okay, good. It went out for a minute. I'm not sure. I guess stranger things have happened. I'm outside, so thank you. If it goes out again, let me know, because I'm here with my daughter at volleyball practice and decided not to go in because I need to go live. I have not been live to see how you all are doing in so long. I thought, hey, this is the perfect time. I have about, let me see, I don't know what time it is now. I want to look at my watch. 2:55. So I think she gets out at 3:15 or 3:30. So I have I have a little while to do this. And here we go. We're talking about time management. I'm a mother. I knew ahead of time that I had to bring her here. I knew ahead of time that I had to drop one of my other daughters off for a volunteer opportunity today. I know that later I'll be doing other things. So I structured my day to be able to handle everything that's going on. Haven't seen you in a while. So cool to see you back. I know, it's cool to see you guys too. And Cal, it's not because I don't want to see you all. I definitely want to. I know oh my God, my allergies are terrible. Yeah, I definitely want to. But for me, see, we're talking about a time management thing. Trying to fit social media into my schedule had just been ugh lately. You know what I mean? Like, I've been trying to come and visit people here and there and try to jump in and say hi, see how everybody's doing. But as far as me jumping on live myself, I could not find the time to do it. And you all want to know something? I had my laptop set up for like at least the past 3 days to go live. It was just it's set. It was set up perfectly. Everything set up. Everything you had to do to get ready for the live. It was all set up, and every time I passed it, I almost got upset because I'm like, I don't even have time to go live today. Like I would plan the day before to go live. I have all these topics, and can you all still hear me? I plan to have, I have all these topics. I'm like, okay, I'm going to talk about this today. Then I'm going to talk about that. And then here we go. The day just zips past. I totally understand. Just hate to see people disappear altogether. But I understand time consuming things always gets us all the time. Yes, we can. Okay, thank you, Cal. Thank you all for your feedback. Thank you very much for your feedback. It is greatly appreciated. All four of you, thank you very much for helping me out with this live. So that's what's been happening. I just, mine, Andrea, doing everything my kids want to do and not having the time for myself to just say, hey, I'm gonna buckle down. And even if I got on live for 10 minutes, but for me, I'm like 10 minutes, like, dang, that's not a lie. Hey, Liz, how are you? How you doing, Liz B? Yeah, so that's on me. I was in somebody's live listening the other day while I was cooking, and I was saying that to Crafty Leo, and I said, I haven't been live in a while, and I need to go. And she's like, just do it for 5 or 10 minutes, and I know that would make a huge difference, but also 5 or 10 minutes with Andrea, it's almost laughable. Like I don't know that I could get on and offer something for 5 or 10 minutes, but it's possible. And I mean, it's a couple minutes at least to check in and say how everybody's doing. How was Easter? Did you get your praise on? You, I'm okay, and you good to hear, Liz. Cal, now you already know. You already know. Of course, I went to Easter service. I went to an early service, and I had a good time. I sure did. I sure had a good. You're running a household, business, and marriage. YT can wait. We are going to be here for you every time. Thank you, Jamie. And I know you are. I know you all are, because all of you in here right now are really supportive of me. And I really appreciate that. If I haven't said it before, I'll say it right now. I really, truly appreciate it, because I may have been on here for a second by myself, but you all always show up for me. Even when I'm going for months at a time. I mean, you come back and show up, so I appreciate that. Yeah, but Cal, I had a good time for Easter service. Oh my goodness, the message was right on time. It was a good message. It was a good message. Jamie, how are you today? How are you? Cal, you said you're good. Who else am I missing that's up there that I don't see? I see 5, but I definitely see Jamie, Liz, Cal. Yeah, how was your Easter, everybody? How was everybody's Easter service? I had a great time. Yes, I had a great time. It was a couple impromptu things that happened, but it was lovely. So yep, I did that. Did I cook? I did not cook on Easter. I asked my family ahead of time, because I'm big on it. Like, I'll ask them ahead of time, what do you all want to eat? What are we doing for this day? If I don't get answers, I'm just straight moving on, because I need to know ahead of time, because I have to prepare. Jamie had taught me that. Yeah, and I know I'm just that type of person where I need some time where I can prepare, where I can say, okay, I have to go to the grocery store. I'm okay, my shoulder is out of whack. But God, I know, but God, so good, so good. God is good all the time, and all the time God is good. Oh, I was reading this passage yesterday. You watching a movie with the kids? Oh, Jamie, you are watching a movie and on here? See, that's support, because if I were trying to do both things at once, which I have tried to do before, my kids would be like, Mom, you're not paying attention. Did you see what just happened? What's happening with the little boy? Did you see what color shirt he had on? I mean, I'm getting 500 questions, and I'm like, I can't even look. I can't do this because I'm doing that. And I have to put my phone down because I'm not being attentive. And there we go again with time. So I have to choose to spend that time being attentive and focusing. And a lot of times I found I had to just put my phone down and flip it over so that I can't see the screen, because if I see something pop up on the screen, I'm like, hey, what's that? And I can't be distracted, because my kids, half of them at least, are still at the age where they're demanding, very demanding of my time, very demanding, very demanding. And you all who have children, you understand that. Very demanding of my time. And, you know, I know that We're talking about time here. We're talking about time. What are you gonna do? What do you prioritize? My kids know I multitask. Yeah, I know, Jamie. Like, it's so crazy because my kids know I'm a multitasker. But when they want their time, they're just like, hey, the older ones, they don't really care. But those two younger ones, they're like, mommy, 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 mom. You all remember Stewie from Family Guy? He said mom about 50 different ways. That's my kids. Mom, 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 mommy, 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 mother, mom, mother, mom, mom. I'm like, yes, I hear you. I'm sitting right next to you. But if I'm not giving them eye contact and if I'm not completely tuned in, there is a problem. So there we go. We're talking about time management today, you all. And how you all do with time. Like, if you say, for example, somebody asks you to go somewhere. Cal brought this up. Say somebody asks you to go somewhere, and maybe initially when they say, hey, do you want to go to the beach with me? And you like, during that day, at that specific time, you might feel like going to the beach that next week or the time frame they ask you. Right? As soon as you're doing something that all the time, Liz, be hands down. That's a whole other thing. That's a whole another conversation, Liz. If you're on a telephone, for example, and then your kids are talking to you, that or they choose to talk to you as soon as you get on the call. They might not say anything to you before that, but as soon as you get on that phone, now all the questions come, right? Everything that they ever thought about. What color is the sky? What are we having for dinner? What kind of fruit are you eating? What color is your shirt? I mean, really? You couldn't do that 10 seconds ago when I wasn't on the phone? So, yeah, I can't. That's a child for you, and I understand. But yeah, so let me recap. When we're thinking about time, I think you have to just consider, and I'm talking to people who are probably already managing their time wisely, but this is for people who will listen to this later on and are looking for strategies to manage your time. So what you can do is think about those things that are most important to you. Think about those things that are most important to you and schedule them. Don't really be wanting nothing. Just something. They want your attention. And they want it right now. They want your attention right now. So it's like, okay, what do you need me to do, darling? How can I help you? What can I answer? But also, if I'm on the phone, can't you just wait 15 minutes? Because this is obviously not going to be a long, drawn out conversation because you keep asking me questions. So what do you want from me? What do you want me to do? What is a question that you have that's so important that you couldn't ask me 10 seconds ago, but you can ask me right now? So go ahead and ask me. I definitely need to manage my time better because I feel like my life is on repeat. Almost like Groundhog's Day, like your life is on repeat, almost like somebody just pressed that play button and then they rewound it and they press that play button again. And I understand what you're saying, Liz, because I feel like sometimes I feel like my life is predictable in the sense that I know I'm going to have to do something. I know that somebody's going to ask me to go here, or I know somebody's going to say, can you pick me up from this activity? Or I know that somebody may not ask me tonight, but they're going to ask me tomorrow. Oh, I need some paper. I need a binder for class tomorrow. Can you go get it? Now I'm like, okay, so that's something that, thank goodness, I had, 30-minute window or hour window where I can say, okay, well, I can make time to go to the store and get it, or I'll pick it up on my way to pick up child one, you know what I mean, or child number two. I'm just saying child number one, child number two for the sake of this broadcast. Or I'll say, you know what, I can't do it today, I can do it tomorrow, right? Because I know what I have planned for tomorrow. So I don't want to overextend myself today because you just let me know you're going to have to wait until tomorrow unless it's urgent, unless it's an emergency. We need more time, period. More hours in a day. I know, Cal, but you know what's funny? I say that all the time. I always say I need more than 24 hours in a day. But what if one day we have 48 hours in a day? Are we going to manage our time better because we have 48 hours? Or are we going to say, hey, I have 48 hours, so now I have more time to just, I can stretch it out, and I also have more time to do whatever it is I got to do. I mean, I guess that makes more sense. You have more time. Yeah, that's about right. Running errands between picking up the kids. Yeah, that's how I try to use my time wisely. I will literally schedule my day between activities, between pickup. I know I'm dropping people off. It takes about, like, for example, I'll give you all an example. During the school week, I'm dropping off. It takes about an hour and a half to get everybody to where they need to be. So after that, I know I have to come back home, do a couple things, go back out, run errands. So between this time frame and this time frame, I'm moving, I'm shaking, and then it's time to pick people up again and start doing it all over again. It's on repeat. But somewhere in there, I'm saying, hey, listen, after this time, I'm not doing anything. I am literally going to be in my house, and whatever it is that I want to do at that particular time, if it's watch a YouTube video for an hour, I'm just giving an example. If it's watch a YouTube video for an hour, watch a movie like Jamie is doing right now, create some content, work on a business project, that is what I'm going to do. And then most of my day, the better part of my day is family oriented things that I have to do. Family oriented things that I have to do. And then I find myself at 11, 12 a.m., those hours, those wee hours in the morning, doing other things that I need to do that I want to have done before, mid-morning. So I choose to do them early morning because I know if I do it right now, it's quiet in the house. Most of the people in my house are at least in their bed asleep. The older ones may not be because they may be working and studying, but for the majority of that time frame, I know that at 12 a.m., 1 a.m. Hey, Miss Betty, how you doing? Hey, Miss Betty. Look, Miss Betty, your interview with Carell was hilarious. The part I saw, I wasn't able to see all of it because I had to leave and start running errands and picking people up, and I had to get a rental car. It was a whole thing the other day. I had to get a rental car because someone hit my vehicle, hit my Expedition a while back, and they were just able to, my schedule, girl, it was crazy. The part I saw was hilarious. Miss Betty. But yeah, good job on that. Good job. And I see you working it. I see you putting that time into YT. On the other hand, I show up when I can show up. I'm showing up when I can show up. And I'm not apologizing for it because it's my time. And I want to use my time the way I want to use my time. I'm using it so that I'm not stressed out, so that I'm not, I have a family and they really like to use my time. It's time consuming. So I was saying, Miss Betty, before you got on here, that I just try to plan my day, the best that I can. I actually try to plan my week if I know ahead of time. And I usually do know ahead of time what I'm going to do for that week. So I try to plan it so that I'm not overwhelmed, even though I do get overwhelmed. I mean, that's reality. Even though I do get overwhelmed sometimes with my schedule. And I don't know, can you all still hear me? I think I had my hand over the speaker part. That's the main goal. Your mental remains sane. Absolutely, Lisby. Because you don't want to do so much for everybody else and continuously, you're doing things for everybody else and not taking the time for yourself, for your mental health, or just to take a breather sometimes. You don't feel, I'm speaking for myself. I don't feel like running around all day long. I do, because in most cases I have no choice. But if I could pick and choose some of the things, that's the thing, like my priorities. If it's a priority, I'm going to do it. If it's something that I have a choice that I can choose to do or not to do, and I am tired, I'm not doing it. I don't care. Girl, I got you on TV and like, oh, thank you, Miss Betty. Thank you. That's how you look somebody else. So yeah, I don't care. I choose to have my sanity. I choose to have peace. So if it's something that I know I don't have to do, that does not have to be done that particular moment, then I'm taking my time when I can. And you know what, most of the time, I'm a person who likes to get this stuff done. So I'm just now learning how to try to sit down sometimes. And it's still not easy for me. I will not sit here and lie and pretend as if I have it all mastered, because I don't. I still need to work on, taking time for myself, because I'm like, some people say they're really good at doing that. I suck at doing that sometimes. Like, I have to really intentionally have myself to sit down and say, okay, wait a minute, you've been running all day long. You did what you needed to do. You prioritized, and it's okay to sit down and take a break. It's all right to use this time to just focus or to rest. It's nothing wrong with resting. It's nothing wrong with taking a little time for yourself. If you want to sit in a car and just, enjoy the breeze and the fresh air like I'm doing right now, you can do it. You're at that age that us poor women take care of everyone. Yes, we take care of everyone, Miss Betty. I feel like this is lagging. Is it? Because it looks like my lips are moving slower than I'm actually talking. But just let me know if you all understand it. That's okay. Okay, I'm not. Okay. Yeah, I am at the age, I am definitely at the age where I'm caring more for others. And, you know, I have to because I am a parent. So, yeah, it's a little bit more difficult to find, that time sometimes, to find the time that you need to be able to gather your thoughts. You understand? Thank you, Liz B. I knew you all would understand. Jamia, Miss Betty, Liz B. And if Khaled's on here, I don't know, he may be. But yeah, it's one of those things where, like I said, you have to prioritize. Is this something that has to be done right now? And me, like I said, I have to think about that a lot of times, because most of the time I just like to get things done. I want something done right now. I don't like to wait. If it's something that I can do now, I want to do it. And I don't. And a lot of times, to be honest with you all, even if I'm tired, actually this is most of the time, even if I'm tired, I will push myself to the max, like, just because I want to get it done. I'll push myself to the max and say, hey, I need to do this and that, and I'm going to do it because I have my mindset on it. And I'm like, okay, if I get it done right now, I don't have to worry about it tomorrow. And tomorrow takes care of itself, because you still will have things you have to do tomorrow. But for me, I'm thinking, if I have a list of 6 or 7 things to do, I want to hit all 6 or 7, if I can, of those things, just so that I don't have to add it on to tomorrow's list of things to do. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Miss Betty and Jamie? Because I don't know. I'm just, yes, we have. Yes, we have to. Yeah, we got to, because that's just it. Miss Betty, listen, Miss Betty and Jamie, I didn't do this on StreamYard or Restream today because I was trying to, this is my first time going live just through the YouTube app. So I was just trying to figure out how that looks. Crafty Leo was telling me some things about it, and I wanted to, do it just to find out for myself and have this conversation about time. So killing 2 birds with 1 stone. I probably shouldn't say killing, but doing 2 things at one time and trying to use my time wisely. So do you all hear that? That wind is really picking up outside. But it's nice though. It's very nice out here. I don't know. It's nice weather. It's a nice breeze. It's 71 degrees out here, which is lovely. I take 71. I'll take 71 degrees. Miss Betty, what do you have planned for today? And Jamie, I know what Jamie is doing right now, hanging out with the children, or young adults I should say, and watching a movie. And Liz, how are you doing with your family? Resting? Sounds good to me, Miss Betty. You love the shirt, Geeky? I'm glad you said that. My husband was just like, wow, you need to do something else. It says, if my mouth, can you see all of it, Liz? If my mouth doesn't say it, my face definitely will. That is a true statement. It's a true statement. I don't have a poker face. You know how some people say they have a poker face, and some people have a poker face. I do not. I do not have a poker face. Whatever it is that I'm thinking, will come across on my face. Sometimes I have this filter called the Holy Spirit that keeps me from saying it. So, yeah, that works out for me. Otherwise, yeah, pretty much what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling. If I'm not in the best mood, is I see that you need some rest. I do need some rest. Do I look like I need rest, Miss Betty? Are my eyes red? So true, because I don't have a poker face either. I do not. I've never had a poker face, and I can't. I don't. I'm not a good liar, which is a great thing for me, but I can't. I'm like, oh, forget it. Let me just tell you, like, no, I don't want to, or no, I don't agree with what you're saying. And it's easy for me to self-care time. I know, Miss Betty. I know it is I'm long past self-care time right now. But yes, you are correct. Self-care time. Me neither. You either, Jamie? Yeah, so that's three of us. We do not have poker faces. I know I don't. I do not. But yeah, Miss Betty, I do need some self care. Okay, that's my notifications that are going on. That is also why my microphone was muted, because I put it on do not disturb because my notifications kept going on. Self care is hard with kids. I swear. Yes. What it's like? What is it? What is self care? What self care look like for you, Miss Betty? What self care look like for you, Jamia? Because again, like that's a part of our time. And if you're using self care for time, see, like if I use self care for time, I'm like, I could have been doing this, I could have been doing that, I could have been washing clothes, folding clothes, putting clothes away, and that's one less thing I have to do. Self care is hard with kids. Okay, right there. After the kids are grown and gone. Yes, I know. I don't know about that part yet, but I'm sure. I'm sure. And I keep telling myself, do I have to wait for the kids to leave to get self care time? Yeah, probably so. Because right now my self care is real limited right now. It's very limited. Yep. I right now, and this might be funny to some of you all. This is my self care time right now. Right now, it's self care because yep. See, Liz B just said something similar. My self care is 10 minutes sitting down, but then I think of the things that need to be done, and it's over. Yes, all the time, Liz. That is me. I'll sit down for a second. I'm like, oh, I pop right back up because I'm like, oh, I have clothes in the washer. I got to take them out, and put them in the dryer. If I wait too long to do that, then it'll be time for me to pick the kids up. I need to have the clothes washed, dried, folded, put away. There is an order to things, systematically. And I try to use my time wisely because, sorry about those notifications, you guys. I try to use my time wisely because I know that if I'm not consistently moving and getting things done, then there's going to be something that falls by the wayside. Something that falls, and then that's just something else I have to add to my list. Hey, Professor, how you doing? How are you? How is that geeky girl of yours? I hope she's all right. Hi, time waits for no one. It's precious. Oh, that's what we're talking about. It's so precious, Professor. It is. And you know what? I know the older I get, the more I'm thinking about my time. The more I'm thinking about my time, the more intentional I try to be with my time. When I was younger, I was like, oh, I have all day. Also, I didn't have kids. Also, I wasn't married. So my time was truly my time. I could do whatever I wanted to do, whenever I wanted to do it, go wherever I wanted to go, be around who I wanted to be around. I can still do that, but I just have to be more considerate of others in my planning phase, and I have to be more, like I said, intentional with my time. Words, same for me. I scream it all the time about my time. All the time. All the parents in here can say, hey, right? All of us understand it. That is why I'm in the car right now, using my time wisely. This is my self-care time, Liz. This is my self-care. 43 minutes of self-care time. Boom, I did it, Miss Betty. My self-care time is me doing this YouTube live right now because guess what? My children are all where they should be, and I'm here. I had to bring another one to volleyball practice, so I said, hey, I'm gonna use this for self-care time. In fact, my daughter, Liz, Professor said, hey, or no, he said, hi, Liz. I want to make sure I say it properly. Yeah, my daughter suggested that I do a live because she knew that I had my laptop set up for the past 3 days to do a live, and it didn't happen. And I'm like, I need to go live. I need to do something, show my face, say hi to the people. Hi, everybody. I need to say hi because, I haven't been here in a minute. So this is my self-care time. This is absolutely my self-care time, And I know I look a little bit tired and perhaps a little bit under the weather, but we're here. She's doing it. She is here, y'all. Professor, so what you been doing? We miss you. I miss you all too. I miss you all. Like, you all definitely motivate me to come on. You motivate me to come on. I mean, I feel like when I'm not showing my face, I'm like, man, I feel like I want to say disappointment, but that might be a strong word to use in this case, because I know that I'm not doing it just because I just don't want to see anybody. I know I'm doing it for a good reason, but also I'm like, hey, I want to see how my people are doing. How are these dreamers doing? How are these dreamers doing? Are they having a great day? Are they having a wonderful week? Oh, sorry if I'm moving the phone over because it's getting a little dark out here and the trees are swaying. So hopefully my connection will last. If not, you all know why. It means I lost it. It doesn't mean I left you. It just means I lost it. Word of the day, young 7 got in a new school. Oh, wow. I'm happy about that. Single dad still handling it. Good job, Professor. Keep it up. Keep it up. So is she excited about the new school, the changes? Like, did she miss her friends? You know, if she had any, did she... Cam just hung up. My sister got to listen to you. Oh, is it Annette, Miss Betty? Tell her I said, hey, sis. Professor, I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad she got into a new school, and hopefully it is challenging her brilliant mind. Hopefully it's a challenge for her, and she's learning all she needs to learn. And listen. I just want everything to work out right. And you keep me updated so I'll know how she's doing. Starts next year. She happy and excited. Okay. If she is happy and excited, I am happy and excited for the both of you. All right. Too late now. I told her you were live and I had to go. But Miss Betty, thank you. I feel special. You left Annette to come and sit with me for a little while. I understand if you gotta go. But thank you. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. For sure, keep you posted. Your Geeky Girls doing it. I love hearing stories like that. Thank you for sharing that with me. Random Viz, hi. I think you're new here, so welcome to Geeky Girls Journal. I saw that you said something. I'm trying to get back to the chat. Yeah, let's go. New education opportunity. Yeah, yes. Geek, what's up? Hey, David. Hey, David Corey. Listen, after you gave everybody a hard time last night in that chat, it is lightning over here. All right, let me tell you all something again. Just for David who just came in, if I go out, it's not because I don't want to see you all. It's because I'm sitting out here in a vehicle during my self-care time. Oh, yes, I am. And it's lightning out here. All of a sudden, it just starts, and it's rain. Oh, no. It is about to start pouring rain. Oh, my goodness. Give me a second, you all. I have to put my windows up. I do not like to get wet. Uh-oh, hopefully I don't get coffee. Okay, so yeah, whoa. Do you all want to see this? Let me see if I can let you all see. Cousin, Lisby, you must be talking to David, because I saw him talking about cousin last night. Hey, cuz, I guess everybody's related some kind of way, right? We all cousins some kind of way. Hey, cuz, at the cookout, you're on rubber tires that will protect you from the lightning. Oh, thanks, Miss Betty. Thanks for telling me that, because 3:24. Oh, is it time for them to come out? Uh-oh, she's gonna have to run over here in the rain. Oh, let me drive. Maybe I'll drive over there. So yeah, thank you for telling me, Miss Betty. Now I know. See, learning. You are official. Yes, David. David, thank you for coming. Thank you for coming in, David. Oh my goodness, you all. I think I might lose connection soon because it is really getting bad. And if I do, then maybe I can just jump on it another time. Oh my goodness. Can you all hear that? Do you see my face? What is that? So, yes, listen, Professor, yes, it is lightning, and it's all of a sudden, it just kind of came out of nowhere. It's pouring. It is pouring. Do you hear it? Yeah, yes, it is pouring raining. And you know what? I think I'm going to go up to the front and try to pick the child up. Oh my goodness. Which state? I'm in Maryland. David. Oh, this is okay. I didn't expect this. I guess I should have checked my weather forecast for today. But it said sunny. It said warm. And it changed, I guess. I'm not sure how I missed that one. Girl, be safe. It looks like it wants to rain in Dallas. It does? Well, it is, David. Stay somewhere safe because it's definitely pouring here. Like I said, I was not expecting this, so it just kind of caught me by surprise, but it's okay. It's all right. So yeah, you all. Thank you for spending this time with me, David, Corey, Miss Betty, Jamia, Liz, B. I'm just so glad to see everybody. I'm glad to see everybody, and thank you for joining me. Ooh, I don't know. What did I do? I did. I was trying to, I guess the rain wanted you all to see. Wait, let me show you all these. It is really acting up out here. Oh, where are the kids? Oh no, where are the kids? Okay, so they're all safe. They're sheltered. They are safe, Jamie. Thank you for asking. Is my daughter inside? She is inside. I'm just going to try to move closer to the door. I moved closer to the door so that when she runs out, she can kind of just run to where I am. I can't even get any closer than this. Let me see. Because yeah, this is yeah. Anyway, so yeah, David, thank you for coming in. And everybody, I'm so glad to see you all. Betty. Oh, David's saying hi, Miss Betty. And he's saying hi, Professor. I'll be safe, Liz. You like my hair, David? Oh, you like my hair, David? Thank you. Thank you, David. Are you talking? Thank you, David. See, listen, my hair does what it wants to do. It does, and I let it. I used to, try to keep every string and every, all the little pieces perfect. Now, we're talking about time, using my time wisely. I don't have time to make sure it's gonna be frizzy today. I don't know what I do to it. If I have a little string sticking up, that's what happens, and I have to be okay with it, right? Right, David? You have a lot of hair. Yeah, you are. How's the temperature there where you are, Liz? Miss Betty, I know you and Jamie have sunshine and beautiful weather, so I won't even ask you all about that. I already know that you have some lovely things happening here. It's hot. Is the 80s hot, or is it like it's 76 and cloudy? Okay, 75. See, I like the 70s. I like 70s. 80. I like that too. Can you all hear me? It's getting loud. I like 70s, 80s. That's my area. 90s, 100. Now I'm like, oh, it's too hot. But I will take the a light breeze. Oh, okay. So, oh my goodness, that poor child is gonna be soaking wet. Okay, so official. Yes, she is. David. Oh my goodness, I hear. Yeah, Miss. You know what's funny? My kids love to be outside in the rain. And so this daughter that's going to be coming out soon, she probably won't even mind running in the rain. It's me. I don't like being wet in the rain. Like, if I don't have my clothes to be wet, is what I'm saying. I don't like my clothes wet. I like to sit in a contained space, in a house, in a car, and listen to it. Read it too. I like to listen to the rain, but I don't want to be outside when it's raining hard like this. Now, I do have an exception to the rule, though. If it's, I don't see them. So yep, you all have some great weather. Enjoy it. Enjoy that weather, and read it too. Hey, David. Everybody speaking to you. David. I'm sorry, David. I was just thinking about something last night from the chat. Oh wow, maybe I'll move up for her. You all, I may have to cut this short in a second because I have to try to find a space to drive up in a circle. What's not a circle? It's not even a circle. It's just it's not even a drive. Like, it's an area that you're probably not even supposed to be parked in. I see a lot of parents parked over there because they're trying to pick their child up so that the child does not get too wet, and I'm probably going to just make my way over there. I can't get over there now because there are too many cars, but I will eventually maybe move in that direction, so I might have to go. Yes, I'm in Florida. Just be safe. Hey, Pete. Okay, we understand. We will see you later. Just stay safe. All right, you are so oh my goodness, I'm looking at all these kids running. Be careful. Everybody is running this rain because it's coming down so hard. I just don't want to see anybody fall. So, oh, there she is. Nope, that's not my child. Oh, there she is. I'm over here. Come on. All right. There we go, you all. So listen, thank you all for, hey, I know it's pouring rain. I was just telling the YouTube family that you like the rain, so you want to say hi.
Not this much.
I know it's a lot. Look at her, she's wet.
What in the world?
You are so, well, you'll cool off. It came out of nowhere too, didn't it? It came out of nowhere. Okay, it says
Sure,
okay.
Have me running out.
I did, but there's nowhere to come. There's no circle. People just took my parking place. I think the last time when I parked there last week, I gave people an idea. So now everybody's doing the same exact thing I did, but I can't fit over there now. So we just have to sit here for a while. How's practice?
Was interesting.
Oh, well, you have to tell me about that offline then. Don't tell me now. Okay. So, let me see. I want to see. When you said 80s, I knew. It's hot. I used to race sticks on the side of curb ring. You used to race sticks? David, I don't even know, like, what exactly does that mean? Racing sticks? What? How did you race sticks, David? Uh-oh. Look, I had it sideways, so I had to turn it vertically because I was upside down or flipped sideways or something. David, connection issue. Oh, and we're back. See, it's going in and out, you all. So I guess I better leave and tell everybody goodbye. And thank you for coming. Thank you for spending this 57 minutes. Thank you for spending this time with me. I better get going because I know I cannot drive and talk to you all. I used to race sticks on the side. Put two sticks in rain. Put two sticks in the rain on side of the curb where water. Oh, I didn't know that's what that was called. I think I've seen that before. I've never done that. I've never done that before, David. But that sounds like it's kind of fun. That sounds like something you had to do when you had to go outside. You know, we didn't have technology, a lot of technology. I'm probably giving my age away, but it sounds like something that your parents would say, go outside and play, you know, and just come back in the house when the street lights came out. So you went outside and you raced sticks. You put the sticks down. Let me see. You put the sticks down on the side of the curb in the rain. Yeah, I'm looking. Did you ever do that with like boats or anything, David? Like those little paper, plastic boats? You know, like the boats you can put in the tub? That sounds like something that'll be fun to do too, if it's a lot of water. And you probably had like those drains. Did you do it next to a drain? I would hope not. I'll have you walking back and forth. I mean, it'll have you walking back and forth. Didn't even realize it. Yeah, I can see that because you got to go retrieve the stick and then put it back down and let it go again. Did you I feel like it'd be fun if you did it in groups with somebody else, or if you did it with at least another partner. Yes, next to drains. Yep. Then if your stick goes in the drain, what do? I guess you gotta go get another one, right? Just don't get it out the drain. Well, listen, this has been fun, you all, and I will stay here a whole nother. Are you ready to roll?
Yes, I'm wet.
You're wet. She's wet, and I know she wants to get out. It would be if it would be if it was more. Yeah, I think it's fun if you have more people. That sounds like a group activity. Yeah, I mean, it sounds like it's fun if you do it by yourself, but more fun if you do it with a group. Like, I would love doing that with a group. See, that's when we have to worry about time management. We didn't have to worry about time management skills. You just have fun. You were a kid, you did what you want to do, and let your parents worry about that. So, yeah, well, I have to go, you all. I will show my face again. I'm not sure when. Just keep your notifications on, and, you know, come back and visit me if you can. David, come back and visit me. Miss Betty, Official Jamie, Liz, whoever else is on here. Come, Professor who's here. Come back and see me, you guys. I'll be back. Not sure when, but I'll be back. Stay safe, you too. Okay, and enjoy that weather, you all. Okay, enjoy that lovely weather, and I will see you all on the next video. I need to get going, and I hope you all have a great, a wonderful rest of your weekend. Have a wonderful, a spectacular weekend, and I'll see you all in the next video, okay? I gotta go. Let me get to moving. See you all later. Thanks again for coming. Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Make sure you want to stop. Yeah. Bye, everybody.